Alright, so a debate going on in the gaming community, and the topic that I chose for my paper is the preference between sandbox and linear games, and what people enjoy the most. A linear game is a simple game that follows a certain procedure, while a sandbox game is a game where there are very little restrictions. I had some people on my floor play a sandbox game and a linear game to see which ones they preferred, and to hear the way that they speak about them. So here's some footage from Assassin's Creed. This is a sandbox game because you can roam around and do basically whatever you want to do. A lot of people like the freedom of sandbox games because you can work at your own pace, you can roam around. A lot of people get overwhelmed by them too because it's not very clear on what you're supposed to do. It just gives you a whole bunch of options. As we'll see here in a second, one of the people on my floor gets a little irritated at how unclear the game is.
What am I even supposed to do? This is really confusing.
Here's some footage from Super Smash Bros. This is a linear game because the objective is a little bit more clear. You have pretty much no choice but to fight the other characters. Definitely not as many options as Assassin's Creed, and definitely not as complicated. So, Carolyn, why did you not like Assassin's Creed?
Okay, so I didn't like Assassin's Creed because the map was just too big and there was just too much going on. I didn't really know what to do, and there was really no point to the game. Like, Super Smash Bros. Was way more fun and interesting and kept me focused, and Assassin's Creed was just too much going on.
Alright, so Lewis, what's your opinion on Super Smash Bros.?
It was a fun game for a while, but then I just kind of got bored. It was too like one-dimensional and stuff. I liked Assassin's Creed a whole lot better because it was a much more open world game, had more freedom, and it was really self-paced. I like to do bad things.
So should game developers start to develop more linear or sandbox games? It's impossible to really tell or draw a conclusion because we don't know what each person prefers. Each person seems to have a different view on what they really want out of a game. This is summed up perfectly by another member of our floor that decided to remain anonymous.
So what's your overall viewpoint on this debate?
Well, this is kind of a pointless argument. It all comes down to what each individual wants out of a game, and everyone's different. Linear games seem to be more for casual gamers, but sandbox games are more for people who are tired of the rules from linear games. So there are really two species of gamers out there, and it's not fair to compare their opinions.